Hello everybody, I'm Ron with AuctionProTemplates.com, and today we're going to show you what an FTP client is. For this tutorial, we will be using the free Filezilla FTP client. So if you're not familiar with what FTP stands for, it's File Transfer Protocol, and it allows you to save your files from your PC over to your web server, or you may have heard it called a web host. Again, we're going to be using Filezilla. We'll show you how to do that in just a minute here. Before you do that though, you need to log into your web host provider and create an FTP account. If you don't have a web host provider, we recommend HostGator. Click on the link at the bottom of your screen to go to HostGator and register for an account right now. Once you log into HostGator, you'll see the control panel, or you may have heard it called the C panel. And this is where you'll see on the right hand side all your different options for you. For example, we've got mail options where you can send autoresponders, you can have a default address, and those types of things as well. What we're going to do now is we're going to go down to Files here, and we're going to go to FTP Accounts. And this is where you'll create your FTP account. So for example, if I wanted Ron, I could do that and set a password. And then, or I can click on the password generator as well. And then once I'm ready, I can go ahead and create the FTP account and get a confirmation that I do have that account. And for the sake of logging in from Filezilla, you'll need this information, your username and password, for Filezilla to log into your web server. Now, as I mentioned before, Filezilla is free. It's an open source program that you can download by going to https://filezilla-project.org, or you can just Google it and just click on the download, either all platforms or Windows only. Download it, install it, and then you're ready to go. Okay, so now you've downloaded Filezilla, you've installed it. Let's go ahead and open Filezilla up, and this is what you're going to see. Now, for the sake of this tutorial, we're going to work mainly in these four quadrants here. You can see we've got four quadrants, and on the left-hand side, we've got what we call the local site. That's your PC, and on the right-hand side is your web server. As you can see, we're not connected to any web server right now, so those two panes are blank. On the left-hand side, you can see we've got the top quadrant is the folders, and the bottom quadrant is the files within those folders. So as you can see here, if I click on marketing, for example, the bottom changes because those are the files that are within the folders. Let's go ahead and connect to AuctionProTemplates.com, and this is where you're going to enter your host name. You're going to enter your login for your web hosting account and your password. You won't need a port typically. If you do, it'll probably be 21 or 22. We're going to go ahead and click on Quick Connect and get connected to my web server. So as you can see here on the right hand side, we now have a main folder. This is the parent folder, and below we have the folder and files that are within that. So if I expand this folder here, you'll notice that I've got other folders below it. I'm going to go ahead and click on my public HTML, and then I'll scroll down to Auction Pro Templates, and now you'll see the folder structure that I have for Auction Pro Templates and the files below it. So on the left hand side, again, this is my workstation, my PC here. If I go to Auction Pro Templates here and go to Images and make sure that I'm on Images on the right hand side as well, what I can do here is drag and drop a file into the Images folder. Now it's asking me if I want to overwrite this since it already exists. I'm going to go ahead and say yes. The other thing you can do is by holding the control key down, you can select the file or files that you want to drag over. And you can just simply select the files that you want and click and hold and just drag them over. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and do that just so you can see at the bottom here what we're going to see. I want you to notice this section here is where you're going to see 4 files. They're in queue. 3 files are in queue. What I could have done here is always use this action and say OK, and then you'll see the files come through. On the larger files, your big files here, you're going to see that you're going to have a progress indicator letting you know the progress of what's going on here. So now you've taken your file and your folders all from your workstation here and moved them all the way over to your web server. So now you're actually live. Your files are published. So if you went to your main domain, AuctionProTemplates.com in my case here, and hit F5 to refresh your screen, any changes that I would make to any of the web pages or the images or text, any of those changes would be reflecting now as my files and folders and images and all that are published now. It really is that simple, guys, and just wanted to let you know that, with a little practice, you'll be a pro at this. It's really not more complicated than having two Windows Explorer windows up and just moving files from one folder of your local machine to another folder on your local machine. The only difference is that you're actually moving the files and folders to a web server that's located somewhere else. For example, like HostGator files and folders will be moved to your web servers wherever they are located. For Auction Pro Templates, I'm Ron, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial.